reminisce,
Here we go.
It's much easier to kill them while they have their backs turned to you. Means they'll hold nothing back once their backs are against the wall.
Ah, Fallout: The Frontier. The biggest fan-made adventure for New Vegas. The result of hard work of dozens of people. It took 40 years to make, and then it got released.
Witness me!
And then it got unreleased after getting hit by a tidal wave of drama. I've never seen a mod so incessantly mocked. But it turns out The Frontier is actually extremely enjoyable if you condition yourself not to see it as a Fallout game. Instead, think of it as an exotic spin-off. Specifically the part of the mod this video covers, the NCR story. It's kind of like a Fallout-themed
I've never played
Nukem
Fallout.
game. Seriously, it checks all the boxes. An over-the-top badass main character, endless references to other shooters, urban locations, and space station levels. A combination of realistic and ridiculous sci-fi guns, one-liners borrowed from other media, bad guys driving vehicles, the Duke kick.
Party's over.
Before we delve deeper into the Frontier
I
series,
remember
I
that.
will provide a general
How it
overview
looks
of the
stupid
mod.
to me, like
It's not
he's
structured
like
like a
you got a
Fallout
prosthetic
game.
leg
At the
just
heart of
putting
everything, there is the NCR main quest. It's been in development since 2015, or perhaps even earlier. It's the most ridiculed part of the Frontier. It's the definition of so bad it's great. The NCR path is, in a sense,
So
the main
bad,
course.
it's bad.
It's more developed and sophisticated than other plot lines. The way this was explained to me, this story was here first, and much of the mod was essentially built around it. The auteur responsible for the NCR plotline possessed rare and invaluable toolset knowledge, which is something he leveraged in order to exert a tyrannical influence over the rest of the development team. The NCR questline was basically his little fiefdom, and he refused to share or change anything for anyone. He also went out of his way to not interact with the team. I asked him a lore question, and it took him a full year to respond to me with, "Oh, there is no backstory there." The individual I'm quoting is the creator of the
Full
Legion
year.
story. Funny how the NCR
Surprised
and
he
the
even
Legion devs
responded.
ended up in a state of conflict. All three main quests were written by different people, and all three are mutually exclusive. The Legion and the Brotherhood stories are much shorter, but they seem to be considered less embarrassing and more Fallout authentic parts of the mod. But even here there is controversy. The person who wrote the Legion questline
The
was
fuck
also
is
responsible for the inclusion of the Lizard People factionlet, itself a well-deserved target of mockery.
Ain't you that courier fella? The real courier?
I'll be playing the mod with a fresh character who
Can I-
did a
can I
total
shoot
of
you in the
0
face?
quests in the Mojave. Nobody here should know who I am. Sign up for the NCR and get $2,000 when the campaign ends. That's the deal.
Now that you're working for the Frontier NCR, you're going to need a uniform. It's supposed to promote order and
This is a
unity
damn
or
apocalypse.
some
I
kind of
need to wear a
feel-good crap
uniform.
like that.
Not to get too nitpicky, but this guy looks like he was serving for years or maybe even decades. He would have given a coherent answer to why wear a uniform. The game loves cutscenes and point-of-view switching.
I suppose I could help pass the time by telling our full story.
A flashback sequence. We are outside Helios 1. This is the NCR Brotherhood War. We are about to kick Elijah
It's always
out of
weird when I
Helios.
be looking at
At
you.
ease, gentlemen. Tonight, the Republic will get another victory to celebrate.
The officer's name is Blackthorn, like the bad guy in Ultima. All these dudes are NCR conscripts. And after this
my
mission,
head.
we can all go home, he promises. As silly as it sounds, charging is actually a very good idea because the character in
They
this
didn't know they were
cutscene is
ready.
vulnerable to damage.
There is no easy way to say this.
They don't have enough medical resources to take care of everyone, so we are ordered to mercy kill our own wounded troops. This scene is a marvel of narrative
Damn.
design. The NCR soldiers are casually walking back and forth as their wounded comrades scream in pain, while some guy is running around shooting them in the head. Oh my god, did you see this? It's a miracle.
I'm fine. I'm
All
sleeping.
hands on deck. The
Asshole.
Legion is invading the Hoover Dam. This is their original attempt prior to the events of Vegas. Blackthorn is furious. For some reason, he thinks the NCR president orchestrated this.
Get the men together.
For Hoover Dam, sir.
No, I'm leaving this republic.
That is weird.
Let
He
them
walked
fight
behind
their
him like that. They
battles.
walk in
At
single
the time
file.
when the nation needed him the most, Blackthorn decided to leave the Mojave, taking people loyal to him to Portland, a place up north, mostly untouched by scavengers. Fuck this stupid shit NCR, we'll make our own state. We'll call it NCR 2. No, for real, they still refer to themselves as the NCR despite cutting the ties. It's weird. Nobody in this game behaves like a real
Well,
person.
they
The
were not
NCR
creative
main
enough to
quest
think of a
was written
name.
by a space alien who learned human culture by playing Metal Gear Solid. We arrive in Portland. This guy is Blackthorn's second in command.
I heard you're the courier. Have I heard correctly?
And you are Tiberius Rancor? Amazing character naming philosophy.
Tiberius
it would be actually
Rex.
really funny if he doesn't end up being a traitor. Presenting the story
Where I
in
know that
chapters
from,
is something the
Tiberius
Frontier
Rex.
does. It's not my editing. Yes, it's very strange for a Fallout game.
Like, will y'all stop looking at me?
Did like
I know I'm
three-quarters
fine,
of the
damn.
NCR military follow Admiral What's-His-Face into exile? The technology seems more advanced. This is a vertibird equivalent of a Hind helicopter. I like it, except for the out-of-place looking blue lights.
You wouldn't happen to be the courier of the Mojave.
Oh,
My name is Quenf, and I'm the Nerevarine. Yes, a modern warfare-styled timed tutorial challenge. It must have taken forever to set up with all the unique assets and scripts. This
turned
game
into
is
a
huge,
John
by the
Wick
way.
first-person
On the Frontier
shooter
page of
game.
Nexus, they say Portland is roughly the same size as the Mojave. Getting from one end of the NCR base to the other takes about as much time as getting from Prim to the Ranger statue.
First mission is to place landmines on Burnside Bridge.
The mod is designed for high-level characters and is best played as if it was the final DLC. Hopefully the first mission won't be too brutal.
Well, aside from the usual assortment of mutated animals, you got the scavs.
Scavs are sort of like raiders from Fallout 4. They use jury-rigged but very dangerous technology. Call of Vegas. A bunch of us behind cover versus a bunch of them behind cover. Don't worry, most of the campaign is not actually like this. I'm shooting into a wall right now because the game's hitboxes were not set up for this kind of gameplay. A vehicle,
Like,
one of
he's
this
shooting
game's
at a
gimmicks.
tank
Some of them are drivable by the
with,
player, others
machine
are
guns.
basically creatures. This is a linear tank escort sequence. The winning move is to stay away from the fighting, only occasionally repairing the tank with a tool borrowed from Battlefield. Our squad members can't die, and the tank is fairly effective at taking out threats. Shooting the guy manning the howitzer seems meaningless. Just wait for the tank to take care of it. As I was playing this, I was sure this is an interior area made to look like an exterior. Mod makers often use this trick for performance
werewolves?
reasons.
The hell is
But
that?
no, we are exploring the Portland overworld
like I said,
right now.
I've never played Fallout.
The
So I don't
scavs
know.
have a Nebelwerfer. That's cool.
I'm assuming they're mutated
And
animals
the
since it
howitzer
is.
shoot the buggies.
It's like a
Very
post-nuclear
cool. Very stupid.
holocaust.
We've got a problem here. Reached the checkpoint, but no one's here to greet us.
I think Swastika's Caesar lover might have sent us into a trap. A snowy Fallout game is a fun idea,
Swastika
previously done in
Caesar.
Operation Anchorage, which I don't think anyone liked.
My mind isn't setting up properly.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Oh, I thought you were talking about her mind. Like her mind isn't setting up properly.
What do we have here?
The Legion armors look more believable now, which I approve of.
The pain you experienced at the hands of Mr. Benny is but a mere trifle compared to what I
Why
can
are you
do.
The
dressed
guy in
like
charge
from
of the Legion
ancient
in
Rome
Portland knows who
and
Benny
Japan
is.
at the same
I
time?
don't know who Benny is. I didn't do the quests.
I'm not like the typical wasteland reject courier. I learned to become a doctor when I was very young.
The combination of the outfit and the stance makes him look like a Skyrim character. Joining the Legion in the Frontier requires prior positive reputation with
Better
them.
kill
We
this
don't
dude.
have that. I haven't met a single Legionnaire until today. So guess what happens now?
Here is who defies Kaiser, who defies the Legion, who defies us.
The courier is being escorted to the crucifixion site. The Legionnaires are throwing rocks at us. One of our legs is broken.
Nothing will stop the mighty Legion bull from
Now you gonna get out of this
crucifying
one.
the bear.
The bad guy, who is not the
Is he
legend,
leaning
by
on
the
it?
way, sounds like
It's
an
like
American
he's
TV preacher.
lean on that visible column.
This is the first scene
Turn
in the
into
frontier
Jesus.
that's actually well put together.
Oh shit. Bunch of them being crucified.
We have confirmation that the courier has been captured by the Legion.
The NCR are planning our rescue. It's a sophisticated
Oh, why is
operation
the
that would
apocalypse
involve
that, like,
much
you
of
know,
their
let's revert
vertibird
back
fleet. A Call
to
of
old
Duty
torture
point of view
ways that we
switch.
did
We will be
in
playing
the
as an elite
past.
NCR commando by the name Hardcase. We've met him before.
Start drawing and quartering
Hell
people
yeah,
again.
opposing force vibes. The
Like, you would think we
soundtrack is
get
not
past
bad
that.
or anything, but it's clearly inauthentic to Fallout and takes time to get used to. Looks like the Legion got the same treatment as the NCR. Their anti-air defenses take out a bunch of vertibirds before we make it to the objective. Believe it or not, Vegas of Duty is actually pretty fun. Superior to Bethesda's attempts at making an FPS on this engine.
If it isn't one of the Bear's dissolute profligates.
That's the Preacher. A strange thing about playing as Hardcase is
Yeah,
that
but why
despite
you went on
being
this
a
dumb
temporary
shit?
protagonist, he has voice dialogue.
Party's over.
Moloch questions
Cool.
our decision-making, sacrificing so much material for one man. I guess my cope is that we pretty much destroyed his army, but it's easier to make legionnaires than vertibirds.
6, you alright?
The carrier can walk, but the bad guys have one last surprise waiting for us. A motherfucking T-55 tank. I have no idea how it got to Portland. In order to kill it, you open the console, click on the tank and type kill. You do this because shooting it with explosives crashes the game. So how much did we lose?
What?
Like a dozen helicopters? You better be worth it, courier. As we travel back, one of the vertibirds gets hit by a missile, and Hardcase rappels down to check on the survivors.
That's right. We're right here. Come get some.
The Wolfpack mows down waves of legionnaires until the cutscene disables us and our body gets torn apart by a bunch of people who don't believe in firearms.
Oh.
Okay, this is kind of cool. You run out of ammo as the legate shows up. They won't ever run out of legionnaires, will they? Wilhelm scream added in post.
Defibrillators now.
I would not be surprised if that was actually added in that
We are
game.
back at being the courier. Blackthorn orders the docs to divert precious medical resources from other patients to us. He just can't get it up without sacrificing at least a dozen troopers. This is his signature move since the Helios op. 60-year-old sacrificer? Thank you for your sacrifice? But the docs don't seem to resent us. The next story mission doesn't involve restrictive scripting. We actually get to explore Portland a little. Get out of here,
How many
Stalker.
players are
the
you
location
playing as?
density seems to be a
Because
lot
the Courier's
lower than
being
in other
crucified.
3D
You played as
Fallouts, which is
somebody else
completely
took him
fine.
off.
We still get a lot
That
of
guy
these
died.
random traveling
Now you playing as
encounters.
somebody else? You gotta be, because that person got shot to death.
The voice acting is okay.
Unless you now the
characters
courier
are
again.
Intriguing. Is there hope for the frontier? Our job is to recover the bodies of the guys who died rescuing us. The officer gives us this cool camoed sniper rifle that doesn't look like a Fallout weapon at all. But at this point, we're just gonna roll with it.
My judgment has been called into question more times than I care to admit.
How did you scam all these people into following you?
And now that Courier 6 is here, true freedom is within our grasp.
It is as if they don't know what couriers do. Press F for what's his face. Blackthorn says there is something in the basement we need to see.
He turned the NCR into a warmongering nation.
The dumbest man alive still blames the NCR president for the Legion attacking the dam. This plot would have worked a lot better if there was less exposition. Your imagination would have painted a more believable picture of these characters' motivations while trying to fill the information gaps. I think I know what this is. It's the Half-Life 1 elevator. Is that what you wanted to show me? Very cool. I'm impressed. Now, Mr. White, why were you creeping around the medical ward with your dick out? The secret
What?
technology room. So what's the revelation?
What you see before you, we call the Liberator.
The Liberator is an airborne aircraft carrier. Yes, like in the Marvel movie, or in Stargate SG-1. It seems to be a lot smaller than modern American supercarriers.
I have reasons to suspect that
Well,
Legion
this is the
spies
apocalypse,
within
so.
our own ranks.
So, the Legate doesn't know about the existence of the carrier, but Mr. Swastikas does. Blackthorn has a Shadowrun Decker repairing the carrier with robots. It doesn't fly
Robot
yet.
arm.
I just got word of a possible enemy attack on the
The
air.
plot needs to advance. The
Why
base
is
is
he
about
out
to
of
get
breath?
attacked by a massive scav vehicle fleet. Hell yeah, a vehicle section in the Fallout 3 engine. The person who conjured this into existence is a very powerful warlock. Can we join these guys? Their technology seems to be more scalable and practical. The controls are awkward, but don't hold this against the mod. This must have taken forever to implement. The real problem here is encounter design, which is just bad. Shooting the little people is fun, but the vehicles require multiple hits before they go down, and the scavs have a lot of fucking vehicles. This section is a slog.
This is it. Hold your ground. It's time we finish this.
Haha,
Oh,
fuck
the
yeah.
laser
Yes.
from space.
Well, this fucking sucks. What the fuck? The Archimedes 2 super weapon. The Enclave controls it, but the orbital lasers can wait. I want to do a side
There's
quest.
an
or two.
orbital laser.
This house was gifted to us by the NCR as the reward for getting half of their military killed.
Yeah?
Interesting. So this generic doctor NPC gives us a bunch of meds for free. We only have to ask. Supports my theory that Blackthorn was intentionally sacrificing soldiers to whatever it is the demon he
It's like every
worships.
time you see the
I
dude
was
just put a
so
gun in his
hot.
face, ask some
I thought I
questions.
saw a beam of light come down and destroy a bunch of tanks.
Like in Command
I
and
know,
Conquer.
it was Jesus
welcome
Christ.
Stranger.
As soon as you stop following the NCR story, the dialogue and world building immediately get a lot better.
Text,
There are new
really?
radio stations.
Marcus Valerius,
I was
better
gonna
known
guess
as
your name's
Legate
Tex.
Valerius, or simply Legate,
Or,
is the leader of
like,
the Northern Legion. The Legate
Cletus
sticks out
or
amongst his peers for not only
Bartholomew.
his background, but for his comparatively liberal leadership policies.
A liberal legion. So this is the internal conflict of the faction in the frontier.
He may soon allow
Liberal
women
Legion.
into
Oh,
the
I
community.
hate when they put
Scandalous.
politics in my games.
Intriguing.
If this really is the Enclave we're talking about, the NCR have dealt with them in the past.
The NCR recon guy says there is an Enclave encampment on the other side of the river, but the bridges are destroyed. Here is our solution. This
There's
sequence
no-
is very short
no
but
sus-
fun.
this
The
suspension
vehicle
sucks.
controls don't feel like
There's
something
no
that was
bounce with
hacked
nothing.
in.
What the hell is that thing in the middle of the camp?
Here is the plan. We sneak in, disable the power generators, and call in an airstrike.
Target down.
Another new scripted mechanic. You look at a target, press a button, and Badger the sniper man takes it out with a single shot, no matter the HP or the damage threshold.
Done.
Unfortunately, he only has 8 or so shots. The new Enclave Winter Power Armor looks very high effort, but like everything else in the mod, it's a little too technologically advanced for Fallout.
Force field is down. Calling an
Oh,
airstrike.
he ate that
Stand by.
We
shotgun to
killed
the
everyone,
face
so
at
there is
point
no
blank
real
range.
reason to do this. We get to take a peek inside a vertibird for the first time ever, I believe. Euclid Seafinder Prime. This must be the orbital weapon targeting thing.
You shouldn't take what doesn't belong to you.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
So it's not a vertibird, it's a jet plane or a starship. Say what you want about the NCR main quest, but this plot can move when it needs to. We are being attacked by robot people from outer space.
And take this as compensation for all your hard work. You've earned
He
it.
put a gun in his face again.
Folks have come to accept you for your
I
helpful
forget that
nature.
it's a first person game, so your gun is like always up like that.
The Enclave controls a huge-ass space station that has an orbital weapon, drop pods, and God knows what kind of tech. They solve their manpower issues by creating an army of cyborg men. The space station can be reached in one of the Verti shuttles we captured. The problem is that we are missing a power source, and we don't know where to find one. But before we go adventuring, the protagonist of the Helios cutscene will impose another side quest on us.
I thought by following Blackthorn to the frontier, things would be different. But now, I fear I was wrong.
The NCR campaign wants to be COD, but it also wants to be Metal Gear Solid. This is another flashback sequence where we once again play as the Trooper Grey, surviving the NCR Brotherhood War. Our unit was isolated from the main force. The Brotherhood brought their Fallout Tactics technology, vertibirds, tanks, impossible amounts of paladins. This is an over-designed dungeon masquerading as a covert. We need to avoid the patrols, sneak from building to building, find anti-armor weapons, and take out the vertibirds. Yeah, I'm definitely doing all that.
Be helicopter where it is.
Some paladins are equipped with Fallout 1 power armor, others with Fallout 3 power armor. The fans of the series love to obsess about these sorts of inconsistencies, but I never cared, because truthfully, power armor never translated well into 3D.
What is all that?
The NCR prioritized evacuating the salvaged Brotherhood tech over their own wounded.
Driver, let's go now. Don't let that son of a bitch get away.
What happened? Why did they leave us?
It's definitely because of something you did, kid.
But the NCR would still rather value technology over the lives of their own men.
Really makes you think about life in the society. The point of war never changes.
Like everybody's staring at you, this dude looking like not looking directly at you, just looking
war never changes
in your direction.
Not that people make bad decisions in warfare.
Do you mind? I have a date with the holographic chick at Carrie's.
Oh.
I need your clothes.
Art imitates life. We finally caught up to that with these AI girlfriends that people are trying to get now.
The junk flea segment almost led
Except
to
it's not even holographic, it's just
as soon as
talking
I click on
to
the gate, the game crashes.
I've
tried
box.
everything. Yes, even the solution you are thinking about, I've tried that one too. One of the Frontier devs made a custom ESP to solve my very specific problem, and even that didn't work. In order to prevent ruining the Christmas episode, I started work on a Fallout 2 video and made a lot of progress on that one, but then I realized I can just use somebody else's footage. What you see was recorded by the popular YouTuber Al Chestbreach and used with permission. Source linked in the description. Oh my god, he has a car. So this is why the locations are so far apart. The UI elements are gonna look a little different, just roll with it. This is Junk Flea. Looks like something out of the Metro series. What's up, Babe Ruthless? The town is a politically neutral ground. Here is a Legion slaver. This creatively assembled character has insights into Enclave tech, but he can only remember things when he's drunk.
Must be like
Why does
gold
he
in
need to
this
be
world.
drunk? Well, I don't know, he says. It just works. The first power core is in a place called the Church of Eternal Life. The Frontier doesn't have super mutants. The Master's armies never reached Portland. So instead there are these dudes who ate a bunch of radioactive shit and became big. A lot of calories in uranium, I guess. Nuke-worshipping wastelanders are a Fallout trope, but props to these guys for actually accepting the zombie.
Ooh, I like how this thing is just here.
The audience with the High Priest.
Isn't this dangerous to be around?
Because his brain melted. And then we take a bath in radioactive goo. Feels like a Fallout 3 quest. A silly, tropey, high-concept adventure that is over before it gets boring.
The Queen asks that you surrender your weapons before entering the sewers.
Oh yes, the lizard people. Yes. They actually sort of look like fairies from the Wizardry series.
Mercury Runner said there was a new human. She didn't say you were so.
Oh, we get it. You're like some snake thing.
The lizards are into
you gotta go
drugs
and every fucking word.
You're fine.
Hell yeah, lizard life. The Trochili community is one of the Frontier's legendary eccentricities. Fallout 2 had a small library of silly events like this, all retconned by Master Todd in his video game sensation Fallout 3.
Your flesh and minds are as weak as your morals. We should be subjugating you, as we once did.
What do you mean, once did? I don't think that ever happened unless you are into the human-dinosaur coexistence hypothesis. The main story eventually brings us to a place called the Hunter's Lodge. These guys killed fucking Satan. First, we hunt rabbits. Then bullhorns. And then the game takes an expected dark turn.
You will be given a 5-minute head start, after which the hunt will begin. If you manage to survive for the next 3 days, you will be set free.
But the final prey is the most deadly of all.
I know who you are, Courier 6 of the
Fuck.
Mojave.
I can't remember. I can't remember his
Supposedly,
daughter's
you are a
name.
legend, and I've always
Ty
wanted to hunt a
Trigon.
legend.
The
Like
hunters give
Trigon
us a
from
generous head start.
the
We need to scavenge
Titan,
for weapons, avoid the
TV
traps,
show.
and defeat them one by
Live
one.
action TV
Going
show.
by the footage, this seems like a really fun adventure, and most of the voice actors do a great job. The courier eventually inherits the lodge as players' housing. This must be the original owner. Alright, enough of the wasteland fuckery. Time to go to space.
Each of these operatives has been handpicked for their special skills and experience.
Blackthorn is being uncharacteristically thoughtful. Something is up.
Freak show. Ghoul. His ghoulification should make him very resistant to radiation.
The narrative needs to introduce a bunch of characters so that their inevitable deaths will be
Does
more
he eat
impactful.
like dead flesh?
The first cosmonauts of the NCR. I will be representing the Happy Trails Caravan Company. Wait, why am I in the pilot's seat? The space station adventure takes an entire chapter by itself.
Yeah, that's a question you want to why am I on a pilot seat?
Analyzing these experiments and has concluded that humans are a cancer, a parasite, a mistake. I have found no redeemable.
Yeah, we need to subjugate them and enslave them because we're better than they are.
Space.
Like, are you?
Final obstacle to overcome before we go back to dealing with the Legion. Van Buren was supposed to feature a space station in its main story. You can say we are returning to tradition. The huge neon letters kind of ruined the design.
Where is everybody?
Over here. I think I found a way out. Oh shit! Things are about to get interesting.
Everyone, activate your mag boots now.
Rip these guys.
Oh.
Don't take sequences like this for granted. I bet it was a nightmare to set up, scripting-wise. We shoot a bunch of Enclave astronauts in a bunch of rooms. I get it that the space station is intentionally designed to be visually bland, but this is triggering my suppressed Mothership Zeta PTSD. This is a distress call from Archimedes to space station to any Enclave bastions left on Earth. A computer system called Argus controls the station, and it's no longer cooperating with its masters. The station is large enough, you need to use a tram to navigate it. Don't stand on the tracks, Roach. The bad guys were manufacturing this red crap. It's called Agent Rust, as we'll later learn. It has an interesting ability to neutralize radioactive materials. The gas could be used to turn a bombed-out city
Seems like
into
radiation
a
is not a
fertile
big deal
ground
in this
a matter
world.
of
You just go take radiated
Unfortunately, this
baths
being
and shit.
Fallout, it also
Oh, he turned
transforms
into a Red
people
Skull.
into Mass Effect husks as a side effect. Welcome to Quake 4, but with bad shooting mechanics. Oh shit, oh fuck. Original audio left unedited. It's a dollar store Frank Horrigan. A dream sequence boss fight. We battle cyber zombies by throwing spears at them while our IRL brain is being melted by the Agent Rust. I expected the game to dramatically reveal we were actually fighting our comrades, but no, an actual cyber zombie.
This is a two-way mirror. I think I can hear someone on the other side.
Another failed subject.
He is kind of like that Nazi doctor from the latest incarnation of the Wolfenstein series, and it's the same choice we had to make in one of those games, with the same kind of outcome. The situation seems hopeless, but Freak Show, the only intelligent NCR, has a plan.
See that big tank over there by the windows? If we can find a way to make that tank detonate, it might blow a hole in the wall.
It's a stupid fucking plan, and we are sucked into space. I wonder what happened to our friends. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually do care a little. The courier has to jump from one piece of debris to the next. This is the Xen of New Vegas. Why not shoot some robots in space with a rifle from Aliens? Why not shoot the Cyber Enclave cosmonaut with a twin plasma turret? The campaign is a patchwork of FPS references. I love the arrogance of the frontier. Quite a few of our people are still alive, kept in these holding cells.
Oh no. Shit.
I think I've seen this bit in one of the
Okay,
trailers.
turning into Dead Space.
Shit, Courier 6. You're still alive.
How come you guys didn't get jettisoned into space?
Should have reminded you to activate your mag boots.
Fuck you, freak show. A wave defense segment. We're given a generous amount of time to
damn, I saw
prepare.
that
Welcome
one
back
net,
to
I
Half-Life
just keep
1.
feeling like
Wolfenstein
something's on me.
again. Actually, this plotline was also used in Fallout
It
Tactics.
could be because I'm
And
sweating.
just like in that game, it's possible to influence
I'm
this
gonna
fight
turn
by
that
a
fan up higher. It's
conversation.
gonna fuck with the audio.
Get out of my head!
Well, conversation in air quotes. Most of the Enclave scientists were killed by the
Sheesh.
AI.
How in the world did the NCR manage to get troops onto the space station?
The surviving scientist is in disbelief that someone of NCR intellectual caliber figured out how a spaceship works.
Most of them involved exposing
There must have been a
specimens to the
tire
Fed
popping on the
virus.
expressway.
Yes, this is how I used to say FEV when I was a kid.
I am Argus, Archimedes' remote guidance utility system.
Argus wants to terraform the Earth with Agent Rust, removing all radioactive materials and killing all life, and then repopulate the place with FEV-based creatures it designed. Argus is a brain in a jar. The
Sound
brain
like
used to
a
be this guy,
James
former
Bond
owner of the
villain.
Hunting Lodge, a Mr. House-like inventor figure.
I am Archimedes, Tid. You've had the fortune of being the first to learn this.
Look at you, Courier, a pathetic creature of meat and bone. It's a multi-stage boss fight with puzzle elements that takes way
Oh,
too
that's the
long.
computer. I was like, what? It sound like a fan on.
In the hands of a pathological criminal.
Nah.
What happens after every decent man and woman sacrifices themselves just to satisfy the orders of a single general?
Dude, the space station was run by a genocidal AI who intended to and had the means to wipe out all life on Earth. It's not about your petty regional politics. Fucking alien writing. The NCR guy uploads or partially uploads his consciousness into the station in order to stop the self-destruct.
What the hell is all this?
That's the museum of the inventor whose brain we destroyed and whose name I don't remember. He was supposed to be one of the Vault Zero brains attached to the calculator system. We killed them in Tactics.
That bastard boss! He's got the Seafinder. It looks like he's headed for the Verta shuttles.
The Seafinder Prime is necessary for aiming the
Riddick?
death ray. Can we shoot him
Is that
down or
you?
something?
Are you sure you can fly this thing?
No. Holy mother of
I was
God,
just about to say.
dirty dogfighting. Take evasive action, pilot.
We could definitely... Oh.
At least we don't have to worry about it falling into the wrong hands anymore.
You won't believe what happens next. The rangefinder device fell to Earth. What do you think are the chances it will end up landing in Portland, at the Legion stronghold of Ostia? This is the frontier, so 100%.
I don't think anyone else could have managed a takeover of an entire space station controlled by the Enclave. This triumph has now made us more technologically advanced than the Brotherhood.
Before the war, Ostia was a museum of medieval equipment.
What business do you have with the Legion?
I understand that the armor design is historical,
Wait,
but it
this
still feels like it was
old
ripped from
ass,
another game's
like,
assets. This is pretty
Roman
much the
armor.
only thing I don't like about this location. Legate
Did they like
Valerius
go to
recruits
like a
the top
museum or something?
gladiators
Oh,
into
we
his
could use this
Praetorian
stuff.
Guard. This is how we get access to the castle.
Wait. I know you.
These dialogue options. What's good for the Empire is good for business, citizen.
All right, move along.
Won't be much of a challenge if you're any tougher than you look.
It's the NPC that talks too slowly. Every fan game on this engine has at least one of these. The first fight is against a gladiator with a machete. Then we fight a Legion rider with a mace. The third battle is against a big-ass warrior called Hercules. The last match is special.
Wait, Courier? Is that you? Oh, thank God. You gotta get me out of here. These people want to kill me.
We actually met John back in the Mojave. He hands you a recruiting pamphlet when you reach a high enough level to play the frontier.
Maybe if I play dead, they'll think you killed me.
No.
Oh, no, I've been fatally wounded. Oh, no, this is the end for me.
This is a comedy scene.
Oh,
They are acting bad.
the Oscar
intentionally.
level
Are they
acting.
buying it?
No.
Oh.
They let us through the gate, but the interior is still off limits.
This
So from
before
now
this my
on, it's
character
a
just
stealth
shot.
mission that will turn into murder everyone mission once we are bored. So basically almost immediately.
How in the world did you breach my castle?
I expected you to permanently be in a wheelchair after what I did to you.
True to edge for?
Great of a doctor.
The NCR's dependence on technology will eventually be their undoing. The Legion does not rely on such tech. It's what keeps us strong.
And if you had, you know, a huge killer robot at your command, yeah, that would just clutter things up.
Die for Kaiser!
Die for Caesar.
Come on, guys, the voice actor should know how to pronounce that. The inglorious death of Legate Valerius. Despite the anti-tech posturing, the Legate was a liberal. There is a library inside the castle, and these guys are Legion scribes. I assume they're kind of like the Brotherhood scribes. There are quite a few curious named characters here we don't get to interact with in the NCR campaign. The game keeps recreating classic shooters. This combination of a castle environment, a silly sci-fi blaster weapon, and a bunch of enemies with medieval arms is the aesthetic code of Unreal.
He's hitting him like multiple times and still running towards
him. If you had arrived here sooner, I may have avoided capture.
Meet Kalidos Prachio, Caesar's
Maybe if
former
you were better, you wouldn't be
Frumentarius.
captured in the first
Under
place.
my direction, the Frumentari held some form of respectability. Now that is no more.
This voice actor is the best in the mod.
On one hand, he's a forward-thinking revolutionary. Yet in equal measure, he is a backstabbing coward.
Kalidos offers a balanced
he
take on the
kinda
Legate.
cockeyed.
The Legate betrayed me, so I tried to kill him. As you might have surmised, my
Very
attempt
calm.
This cage is tiny. He can't even lie down. I wonder how he shits. Ostia is
He
great.
doesn't.
This version of the Legion should be
Oh,
in Vegas,
shit, he got
and
the,
the one from Vegas should be in the Frontier.
Soul
How
Reaver.
about that Wild Wasteland feature?
Fortunately, you may get the opportunity when he comes down here to lock himself in his bedchamber on the far end of this room. You can also find a woman there. She might be able to help you.
So there is a trick to assassinating the Legate. A little too late for that, I'm afraid.
Oh my god. Courier, is that really you?
AJ is a survivor of the Wolf Pack. Once rescued, she can be recruited as a follower. And here is our goal. The mission culminates in a vehicle chase sequence. The buggy even has an interior.
Victory in the frontier is in our sights. We only need to clean up the remaining opposition.
Reminder that Blackthorn's political ideology is that he blames President Kimball for the Legion invasion of Mojave and intends to depose him by using a flying aircraft carrier. Swastikas is executing the prisoners. I suppose the plan is to allow Blackthorn to finish the Liberator and then hijack it and bring it to Caesar.
Most of my men got picked off by snipers. We're pinned down here.
It's our old buddy Gray, the war never changes guy. The Legion from Intari are using a network of utility tunnels underneath Portland to navigate the area and ambush NCR. Eventually, we discover a vault.
Doesn't look like it's been opened in a while. We could be the first ones to open it.
We are not, in fact, the first ones to open it.
Oh,
this is the
shit.
second time we are affected by a hallucinogenic gas and have to battle inside our own mind. The design of the nightmare sequences is varied and impressive.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Turn into a horror game.
Ghost. You feeling all right, buddy?
Oh damn, I guess it was all a dream. We are actually among friends. We should tell them all our secrets.
It turns out I was wrong about you. You're nothing more than a monster. I should have left you to die on that cross.
To be fair, you need to have a very high IQ to understand the 500 The Frontier references. This is Doom 3. Making progress, Marine? These are the Legion from Intari. Kalios Prachio was of low opinion about them. I don't know. The operation seems sophisticated. They actually made a living, breathing human being. Google Doom 3 quotes. The screen is shaking because whoever is behind the glass is controlling Courier's movements. We underwent some sort of chemical indoctrination, but clearly it wasn't deep enough.
Yeah, because it's too much of a badass.
Jeepers creepers. Look at yourself. You're a mess.
Impressive just how much effort went into this. That's Doc Mitchell's house.
Meat.
Okay, I'll tell me he's
Bring me a nice
accountable.
crispy piece of meat. The strogification scene of the frontier.
What the fuck?
You let
His
yourself
head.
get played by the big leagues as they strung you like a puppet.
He doesn't sound like Benny at all, but the actor clearly tried. I wish they put this much effort into the design of the action sequences. Shooting mysterious beings in a dreamlike environment with a scoped AK is a reference to the cult Morrowind mod Ember 5. Eventually, the courier defeats the legionnaire Nigel Sue in dream space. If you die in the Vision Quest, you die in real life. Nigel tricked us into shooting a fellow soldier, but it looks like we massacred a vault full of legionnaires while in a dream state. So that guy was their technologist, probably in charge of the procedure.
I'm sorry I have to do this, but I need you to hand over your weapons.
The narrative actually gives you an option to turn
From my
against the NCR exiles, even this late into the story.
The pupils don't appear to be dilated or constricted.
Admittedly, I don't think we can activate the other main quests anymore. Gray confessed to being a spy for the Legion.
You're riding a unicorn through outer space.
Which is obviously not true.
I've called you all in here for an important announcement.
Blackthorn gives a speech. We won. The Legion is decimated. We control the orbital doomsday weapon. We have the Verti shuttles. We have the Liberator. The General is departing for California.
We have the technology.
He and Kimball will meet.
Can make him
Negotiations will
better.
commence.
If anything is to happen to me while I'm gone, the courier will take command of the troops.
I am the NCR.
There's an old nuclear missile silo located in this hazard zone at the bottom right corner of the map.
So the campaign is almost over, but we still haven't met one of Portland's major factions.
The reason I'm showing you this is because a faction calling themselves the Crusaders have recently moved into the location.
The Crusaders are ex-Brotherhood of Steel Paladins who found Jesus. This is a point of no return. Finish your side activities before committing. Since we are now in charge of the NCR and Rancor is our second in command, should it really be us storming the bunker?
Oh, Charlene, are you all right?
They're here.
The Knights somehow telepathically detect our presence.
Crusaders, ready yourselves for battle!
Is it really bad to want to nuke Blackthorn? That's a Mad Cat robot from Battletech. The Blue Lady has some sort of an extraordinary psionic power that can cause people's heads to explode. Yeah, like in The Boys. Knockout.
Oh.
I used to be a part of a small tribe back in Arizona.
The old Fallout tradition of misusing the word tribe.
Said Lord, he will call on me, and I will answer him.
The previous attempt at hybridizing power armor with a knightly aesthetic was tactics. I like this version better, to be honest.
I see Blackthorn has once again sent his minions to inflict more evil onto the world. It is God's will you be stopped.
The Crusaders are a splinter Brotherhood of Steel faction that converted to Mormonism. The Church of the Latter-day Saints generally doesn't display crosses as a symbol of faith. Tasha says they came here to defuse the nuke, not to launch it. I believe we are being fucked right now.
Rancor is the one who has been manipulating various events from behind the scenes since your arrival to the frontier.
Is that true, Swastikas? Do you really worship Hitler's testicle? He drops a flashbang grenade and we are attacked by a swarm of mad cats. Rancor initiated a nuclear launch sequence and Tasha orders the Crusaders to fire on the nuke.
Fire on the nuke.
It's too late.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I guess we won't be joining the Knights, not in this playthrough. By the size of the mushroom, you might get the impression that some place in Portland was nuked, but actually it was Sacramento. Blackthorn went there to negotiate with the NCR. Let's awkwardly stare at each other as we fly home. Which one of us is the pilot, by the way? That's a boss fight kind of
Neither
a
one
job.
of you.
We fight off the NCR Aeromobile Special Forces. The Red Baron goes for another run and cripples our aircraft.
We need to jump aboard another vertibird!
That's insane. I love it.
Oh,
We went
missed them
straight through the
blades.
propeller blades. Now we get to fly a hind vertibird and shoot down a fleet of NCR aircraft. AJ and the courier interrogate the pilot.
It was certain members of Congress who secretly ordered the attack. An order that even went behind Kimball's back.
These guys are the NCR. The real NCR from Shady Sands, not the quote-unquote frontier NCR. It's time we put the plot of this game together. In the Frontierverse, the NCR is a high-tech, industrialized imperialist entity. They have unlimited vertibirds and pilots, as well as a Frumentari-like intelligence agency. I don't think Swasticus was working for Caesar. He is the NCR James Bond, tasked with terminating a rogue warlord. Sacramento, nuked by Rancor. We won't be spending a lot of time in California.
You'll need to explain all this to me in great detail.
It's useless to explain anything to you.
I'm detecting high levels of radiation coming from you. I'm gonna need to remove all your gear.
Oh yeah, because he
Yeah, sure.
took
Take
a
all my gear,
radiation
stranger that I've
bath.
never seen before. This doesn't seem like the most appropriate time to be making this confession, but I really like Rancor.
You're just another power-hungry warmonger who uses his soldiers as cannon fodder. No different than Kimball. But I digress. I didn't do this to make the world a better place.
Yes, finally the good ending. We have to jump from the vertibird before they execute us. A fall from this height would normally kill a person.
Normally. But I'm more machine than man.
But this is Courier 6, consistent with New Vegas. All the people we killed or let down, I'm not sorry at all. But from their point of view, it's us who is evil. And so the courier, who cheated death in the cemetery outside Goodsprings, cheated death once again, and the war in the NCR was forever changed, and the society too. This quest, the last in the chapter, is called Chekhov's Gun, which is a dramatic principle that all elements included in the story must eventually come into play. We knew that Rancor was up to something from the moment we met him. It took a while for the gun to fire, but it did. The Wolfpack came to our rescue once again.
As you've all
So
heard
there are
correctly,
werewolves.
Blackthorn is dead. He was
I
killed
was
by an
just
atomic
joking
blast
earlier.
that has wiped out an entire city in California. I've confirmed this nuke to have been launched by
Oh,
none
well,
other
man,
than the
just
courier.
literal, like, irradiated skeletons
Rancor
and shit.
assumed control of the NCR forces in Portland.
That's not werewolves, it's not far-fetched.
Not just yet. There's still one last loose end to tie up here in the frontier.
Figuring out his political allegiance is this game's what can change the nature of a man. Except this puzzle is impossible to solve. Rancor works for what is essentially the NCR deep state, the entity never properly introduced.
There's a transport vertibird requesting permission to land on our airship. They claim to be First Recon with urgent news.
Shoot it down.
Nothing on this engine will ever be as brave and insane as this. The voice actor for Swasticus is Ray Chase, who had roles in Halo, COD, World of Warcraft, Nier, Destiny, other games. He has quite a ludography. Avert the assault on the Liberator. This is exactly as stupid and fun as it looks like. They have an M4 tank on the deck and it tries to shoot us down with its main cannon.
We've seen the security footage of you and the courier leaving the nuclear facility shortly after the nuke launched from there.
It's that moment in an RPG when many of the choices we previously made in the adventure will have consequences. It will be done in a manner resembling the Neverwinter 2 court sequence. We can make our counter-arguments. These are basically skill and stat checks.
The courier is not the one betraying us.
That's the PTSD flashback guy.
I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm siding with the courier.
Hell yeah, freak show. No
I
matter
will
our
say
choices,
fuck you,
the
but
robot
well,
man
like,
from Archimedes
thanks.
2 and the deep state
I might
NCR Spec
regret
Ops
this.
will fight us. They also have cyborg
But I
death
guess I'll
claws
side with
and the
you.
mass-produced Frank Horrigans shoot Sherman tanks with a field gun while on a deck of an airborne aircraft carrier. Like many of the battle sequences in the Frontier, it has a bunch of cool ideas, but the entire thing lasts so long and stops being engaging. The androids are still controlled by the consciousness of our friend, previously consumed by the Archimedes station. I think he's trying to help us hack the ship or something, it's not clear.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Rancor, surrender now! It's over!
Rancor has one last ace up his sleeve, the orbital laser rangefinder.
Fuck you. Fuck the NCR. Fuck the Legion. Fuck the whole goddamn world. If I'm going down, I'm taking everyone down with me.
Fuck, he's lost it! Find some cover!
That's not gonna help, AJ.
Oh, he just blew up
The
the whole
Liberator
place.
is going down. The situation seems unsalvageable. It would be cool to have a
Just
Fallout
just
game
get
where you
out.
travel the world in a flying ship, or, you know, just a normal ship. Visit Fallout China, Fallout Brazil, Fallout Germany. Rancor runs away once we click on him enough times. Blackthorn's dumbass campaign ends in failure. A total failure. Shouldn't have deserted the NCR when they needed you the most, idiot.
Everything I had fought and sacrificed for is gone. Just like that. I've lost everything!
The surviving
That's how
good
dramatic
guys
she
surround
is.
the
She
wreck
just
of
her
Rancor's
face is just
helicopter, which is a
plain,
very
like
stupid
just
thing to do. But then again, Blackthorn's men weren't self-selected for intelligence.
So here we are, Courier. Just you and me now, or all that's left. This isn't how I imagined it to play out.
Wait a minute, didn't-
But things don't always go according to plan.
The mod
So you
offers a
didn't kill
comedy
yourself?
option to resolve the final battle with a game of Caravan.
An epic card game to the death it is.
I actually laughed out loud IRL.
I was never loyal to the Legion, but I did what I had to rise above. I quickly rose up the chain of command and in short time made the rank of Frumentarius. They gave me the name Dolus. I was then ordered by Kaiser to infiltrate the NCR in California back before they had even expanded into the Mojave. NCR politics is largely dominated by oligarchies, all fighting one another for power. I easily took advantage of it by making myself into an asset for some of their members by digging up dirt on their political rivals.
This is his life. Rancor is a sociopath. It wasn't about ideology. The
Well,
factions
yeah,
were
you get those
tools.
aviators
The most
on
absurd
and wearing
twist
them
in the
indoors. Of
Frontier
course
is
he's a
that,
psychopath.
well, the writing gets kind of good here in the end. Concise, straight to the
It gets
point.
kinda
The gap
good.
in quality between this and the Blackthorn scenes in the beginning is insane, but it makes sense. At this stage, the game was in development for 7 or 8 years, assuming these were some of the last implemented scenes. Our alien auteur learned to imitate human writing a little better.
When Blackthorn sent his army to rescue you, I informed the Legion when and where they would come to maximize casualties. I even pulled some strings and managed to get the Legion a fully operational tank.
The Soviet tank in the Wolfpack sequence was the original source of hard crashes for me. I had to kill it via console. It seems that every time Rancor enters the narrative, the universe itself starts shaking and falling apart. My 16-dimensional reading of the Frontier is that it's actually about how it feels to be a plot NPC in a Skyrim-like video game. Sure, Courier 6 is the character we play, but Rancor is the Dragonborn. This would explain so much. All the lore inconsistencies, his hyper-competence, and the fact that he was both a Frumentari and an NCR James Bond, or the fact that he was never discovered, or even his strange name, Tiberius Rancor. That sounds like something an RPG nerd would come up with while trying to make a role-play, lore-friendly character in a fictional setting they don't
that sounds
completely
cool.
understand. Fallout? Yeah, I've seen the promo art, and it has like the Roman Empire and shit. Was the game trying to tell us something that went way over our heads because we were too busy laughing at the junkie sex snakes? I'm just fucking with you all. The Frontier is as dumb as a bag of nails.
Let's not keep the devil waiting.
Rancor is revealed to be in possession of a Titanfall mech, because of course he is.
The fuck?
And finally, we have an answer to an age-old question. Who will win in a fight between a Nerevarine and a Dragonborn?
Rancor's dead, and you have the Seafinder.
The final choice. The Archimedes Seafinder can be used to target either Legion or NCR strongholds in Arizona or California. Or we can choose to self-destruct the station. Or we can do nothing at all. It's very strange that what is essentially
You
a
do
TV
nothing.
remote has all this
I like that.
functionality.
You
The
could just
game
do
doesn't actually need this scene. The story provides more than enough in terms of payoff. Back in Portland, the Scavs have overrun the main base. A handful of survivors meet in the radio station building.
I just need to get away from here.
AJ plans on leaving this place. She had enough.
I know General Blackthorn had his flaws, but he didn't deserve to die the way he did.
I can't
Nah,
disagree
he did.
more, Gray.
Before you go, here's your 2,000 caps for completion of your tour to the frontier.
Hell yeah, payday.
Normally, I'd be looking for a new gig, seeing as there's not much left of the Frontier NCR. But I think a little bit of you
Voice
has been
sounds
rubbing off on
familiar.
me, Courier. I think I might actually stay and even help clean up this mess. Who am I kidding? Fuck this place. I'm out of here.
Freak show being absolutely
Oh, you
based
changed
in
your
red
mind
pill.
quick.
And then there are ending slides after all that. This wouldn't be the frontier if this sequence wasn't an over-designed mess that lasts way too long. And what do you know? A ticket back to the Mojave costs exactly 2,000 caps.
Everything they paid you.
I have some closing hot takes, but first things first. These videos are brought to you by the members of the NCR Deep State, including the Shady Sands Illuminati, Jim Lawrence, Byron Callan, Richard Jackson, Chaim Rowan, this username, Brian Johnson, Mac Harris, Yuri Solodovnichenko, Strop, and Alpha Potty. Support this channel on Patreon.
I'll miss the warmth of the Mojave.
Is it possible to save this campaign with rewrites? You can certainly make it more Fallout authentic, but why? You can't create something like this intentionally, and it's one of those instances when bad
You gotta be
writing
an
is genuinely
accident
enjoyable.
to create
We should
this.
appreciate the NCR main quest for what it is. That being said, it sure is weird that many Vegas modders seem to be so antithetical to the game's values and design language. Morrowind modders make Morrowind, but better. Neverwinter, but better. Skyrim, but better. Jagged Alliance, but better. Fallout 3, but better. Meanwhile, in Vegas...
It's much easier to kill them while they have their backs turned to you. Means they'll hold nothing back once their backs are against the wall.
Oh, that still said as a cool sequence. Oh. The witness,
Let yourself
man.
get played by the
What
big
is-
leagues as they strung you like a puppet.
What did you, the Beyonder or something? Why your eyes glowing like that?
An epic card game to the death it is.
Gwent. Oh, that was good. I like that. Oh, man. Well, hope y'all enjoyed my reaction. And if you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button down below. Make sure to subscribe if you're new here. Hit that bell if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. Comment down below. Share this video. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.